Hey, what's up? Where's everybody at? What's up, Miriam? Kimmy? Kimmy. Hope you're feeling better, girl. Oh, wow. Miriam, what's up? Where's Ghost going? Oh, man, I just got here. You can't, can't just do that. Oh, man. There's an Apex.
Hi,
What's up, bud?
how's it going?
Well, just getting her done, you know?
Yeah. You know what happened today, right? 25 years ago, right?
What?
The Roswell crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On this day in history, 1947, the Army Air Corps decided that they had a UFO captured and wanted to say
Oh,
something about it, sparking 75 years of controversy and conspiracy theories.
yeah. Right. Wow.
So happy Roswell Day, everybody.
Yeah. I you hear Biden now thinks he's a king.
Does he?
Yeah, he put out a mandate or a
Royal decree?
decree that the Supreme Court is out of their minds and under the influence of some radical right wing terrorists. Yeah, trying to take away civil liberties from people and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I wish the zombie of John Wilkes Booth would come back for an encore performance.
Right.
If that doesn't get the fucking feds knocking at my door, I don't know what will.
So he's issued a dictate that Roe v. Wade is not overturned.
Really?
Yeah,
So we don't have
a Supreme Court,
there's no more law essentially.
except for what Biden says. Yes, he's the king and dictate. Yeah, dictator.
I smell loopholes. If this happens, I smell loopholes. Jeez,
Yeah,
the hell. I just recently heard that he's been apparently releasing our reserve oil to other countries while we're
yeah,
sitting here, fucking in the fryer.
yep.
Like that shit pissed me off.
I think it was like 10 million barrels or something in total, or
Something
something like
fucking
that.
ridiculous like that, yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a million barrels that went to Chinese company that's got affiliations with Hunter Biden.
Go figure, right?
Right. Also, he's been selling it off to India and other places in Europe, stuff like that.
See, if Biden's okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, if Biden's has no problem with doing shit like this with oil, I'm sure Obama had no problem with doing it when ISIS was attacking and selling oil on the black market. I'm
Right.
sure that motherfucker's buying oil off of the fucking towelheads. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. That's insensitive. It doesn't look like I care. I'm so sick of all of it. Like
Right.
I'm so over it.
So there was another report out. So it's not good news either.
Yeah.
That I saw that well, Lake Mead is at
Uh huh.
ultra low levels. They're,
Yeah.
they're start playing with the idea of Deadpool level.
Yeah. I was actually just talking about that the other day.
You know what that means, don't you?
Rolling blackouts across the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole Southwest is powered by that fucking power station there.
Uh huh.
Right. So Hoover Dam can't produce power if there's no water, right?
Right.
Well,
It's not. It's not like we can. Oh, it's not like we can just refill it. Yeah, it's not a thing.
get
That
your ass up here, Singularity.
hey, singularity.
You're in your chamber. What's up, Singularity? Kimmy's in a chamber or camber. Camper. She's in her camper. Oh,
Ah,
you're back? You're back home? Okay. Charlotte said he was at the hospital. Yeah. I guess those prayers worked for you. Yeah. We're keeping you in our prayers, Kimmy. Big time.
phew.
No, I don't want your ass, Singularity. I got plenty on my own. So just get up here. Come on.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. Yes, that would be weird. But yeah, no shit, man. But the consequences of hitting Deadpool level is, yeah, there's no power for the Southwest.
Yeah.
San Bernardino, LA, Albert, all the way back over
Vegas.
to Albuquerque. We're talking Phoenix, Nevada. We're
Oh
talking
shit!
about
All
Las
the way up
Vegas.
there.
Yeah, Flagstaff. Yeah,
Oh,
all the New
it's wide
Mexico.
spreading.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's just crazy, isn't it?
Hmm. Hi.
So, for those of you that have been wondering why I'm putting up all this fucking solar,
This is why.
welcome to the fucking failure of the American electrical grid. Brought to you by Red China and the complete lack of capitalist fucking support.
Yeah,
Thank you, and
Hmm.
come again.
Yep.
exactly.
Truth.
So,
Hey, Miriam. Welcome in.
I'm out playing with my solar today.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Had the contractors come in here to look at how many holes they were going to dig.
right.
The total apparently is 9 holes.
9.
9 holes.
Huh. You can get your short game in.
Yeah, it'll be easy.
Oh gosh. I can just barely scratch my back. Oh, that's rough. That's been the worst part. Is that I'll have an itch on this side, and like my shoulder wants to pop out when I try to go and scratch it.
So they're gonna come in and put your posts in, huh?
Yeah, well, they're going to come to dig the holes. I'll put the post in because I got to build the post. Actually, I can't get a 4x6, so I have to build it from 2x6s.
Oh, okay.
Can't get pressure treated, so you can't get pressure treated 4x6, so you got to get 2 pressure treated 2x6s.
Now there's singularity.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
So yeah,
Well,
so they're just going to come and drill the holes. I'll put the posts in. I'll plumb them up. I'll put the saccharine in, put a couple bags of saccharine in each post, and then I'll be done with
Water
it.
treat them before you put them together.
Say that again.
Water treat them before you put them together.
Water treat them. Help me out. Just what? Dose them with water? Is that what you're saying?
Thompson's water seal or some kind of stain situation.
Well, they're
That
already
would
brown stained. Do I have to do anything else? I mean, they're treated. It's pressure treated wood, so it's meant for ground contact.
right. I would still water seal them. Yep.
Okay. All right.
No,
Marion, how are you? Platoon. Sing. Got a
You
new
got a
sing.
Oh
uh,
shit, we got an air in the
hey guys,
tires.
you got a lot of sand around there, right?
Dude, this no, that's got a lot of sand is a fucking understatement.
I was about
You,
to say.
Got
you
a
should
lot of
have good.
sand. That's got Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm listening. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You should. I asked that to make a point. You should have enough drainage, good enough drainage. If you just taper the cement when you put it in the hole, taper it up towards the post, and like Emerald said, it never hurts to do anything. But with those ground treated, it'll you'll get some life out of it. But you can add a few more years putting a little treatment on it.
You know what? I got a gallon of Thompson's water seal. I'm glad he said that. I got a gallon of Thompson's water seal in the fucking shed, so I think I'm going to do just that.
Mhm.
Yep, because the number one place where wood fails is where it meets other wood. The water remains. If it ever gets wet, it remains and it rots the wood, pressure treated or not.
Well, I had the
And it,
contractors coming out on Sunday, and that would give me Saturday to run to Home Depot and get a little extra wood that I need, plus some couple bags of concrete. Now the contractor's not coming until next week because apparently
what
Sunday he could. So
what size post are they putting in?
they are not putting in post. I am putting in 4x6
Oh, right.
posts.
What size?
4x6.
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 Is this thing on?
Actually, it'll be 3x6 because he's going to put two by sixes together.
Yeah, I'm putting two 2x6s together. So it'll be 3.5 by.
No,
5.5.
it'll be 3 by 5.5.
Yeah, 3 by 5.5.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, they're each an inch and a half wide. They're not true, not even close to true 2x4s anymore. It's or 2x6s, whatever.
Right.
But
If you want to get, if you want to cover the 4x6 area, you have to add a third 4x6.
Did you hear me say that I cannot get 4x6 treated?
I know, but I'm saying if in order to achieve a 4x6 stability in the wood that you're using, you would have to put a third 2x6.
That's not going to happen.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But that would effectively give you 4.5 by 5.5.
I'm lucky I can get all the telephone poles I want, and I could cut them down to a 6x6. And God, they treat those things so well; they'll last forever.
Yeah, they would. And all I'm doing is using these 5 feet of this is going to stand up out of the ground and hold a, let's see, 6 will be one end of 6 solar panels. And then I'll have a post every 12 feet and a tracker or a swing arm solar platform will be built on top of the posts.
What type of wind
wow.
shear do you guys get there?
Say that again.
You guys, what type of wind shear? You guys get some pretty good speeds on wind.
I get speeds in excess of 80 miles an hour to come through here.
I'd go every 6 foot with one of those posts. To be honest. Hey, Zach, Aaron.
Well, he's talking
Easy.
about on top of each post is an array.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, each post is a single array. Oh,
No. Each
No?
post is so 1, 2, 3 posts in an array, a total of 12.
Okay, yeah.
A total of 12
Okay.
solar panels, 6 per segment. So you've got one post on one end, one post on the other end. Let's see, and one post on one end, 12 feet, another post, 12 feet, another post. So in between those posts, you've got 6 solar panels per. And that will be held by a 1/2-inch galvanized lag bolt. And it'll 2x6 will be attached to it. So what's the word I'm looking for? It's not cantilever. It's a fucking swing. It's a tracking platform.
Right. Right.
Yeah, okay. Those are actually pretty nice. Did you build your own, or did you buy it, or on
I'm
the
building. That's what this is. I'm building my own. Let me find it for
the?
you. Apparently, you're confused on this, and I'm not articulating the idea
No,
correctly. And my goddamn phone is a piece of fucking shit.
the 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 system that'll guide it across to catch the sun. Did you build your
Right.
own on
Right.
that,
Right.
or did
The
you?
system that will move it will be
Yeah.
a 12-volt DC linear actuator connected to a program that I can put on a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, it's programmed. Okay, it's not one of those with the sensor that
Dude,
does it
you and I have had this. Are you stoned? Because you and me have had this conversation 12 times now.
I haven't been on here forever, dude. I guess our conversations don't sink in that much. You know how many conversations I have a day?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. But the
hate to burst your bubble, but actually your conversations aren't the highlight of my day.
I'm kind of guessing they're not. You're right. You're absolutely right. But it's my absolute lack of patience with people and their own stupidity that inhibits me from being able to explain this more than one time.
And what is that saying? Only the fool will call others a fool, right?
Oh, absolutely. But it's an internal conflict for me.
There you go.
I'm not blaming
all I know
anybody.
is I moved.
Okay.
I moved 10 wheelbarrows of dirt off a trailer today, and it's still not empty.
Nice. I got another 8 yards of some of that sandy loam to put on my yard.
Yeah, I'm
trying
still
to
building
build it up.
that firm foundation for my greenhouse.
Oh, right on.
I really didn't do a lot. I filled out a spreadsheet. I went down to the building and played with the batteries. It got to be 102 here today, so I tried to avoid going outside. But right now, I mean, just now, the sun went down. So I'm thinking I might get out there and maybe try to do something. Who knows?
Right.
I should. If the dude is coming to drill the holes next week, then I need to get ready. And the only time that I can work is after the sun goes down. I can't work when the fucking sun's up down here.
Right.
My tender little white, fleshy, milky fucking skin won't survive this desert heat. Like I'll wrinkle like a piece of worn leather.
Oh, how hot was it today?
102.
That's not as bad.
Not quite 129 fucking thousand million goddamn degrees, but you know, it was a normal June or July day. I really don't want to be here for next month, but I'm gonna have to be. It looks like.
Oh shit! You buy one of those fucking white tents to put over your house.
Yeah, I need one. You're absolutely right.
I'll trade you. It was 100 degrees here is all, but I was on a roof for 6 hours and in a hot cement truck for 8.
Oh fuck, dude. Well, see,
fuck.
I was able to stay inside the air conditioner. You actually work, so I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, there was no. I worked until I was sweat blind, and I could only get one wheelbarrow at a time. And then I had to go sit down and go.
See my milky white skin here.
Oh yeah,
man.
That's why I wear a hat.
I bet you I drank 3 gallons, if not 4 gallons of water today. I just had to keep it flowing.
I am not worthy. I am simply not worthy of your outdoor working skills.
Oh, I'm just doing it hopefully for one more year and going to be able to take it.
I don't think I could take what you did. I don't think I could do what you did, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to do that because I get out there in that sun, just shoveling rock into the fucking wheelbarrow, run a wheelbarrow 50 feet, dump it, and then spread it, and then go back, drop off the wheelbarrow at the trailer, and head my ass into shade and into a fan with the cold water so I can recover. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then turn around once I dry off, I go back out there again. You know?
Right.
So, a couple of things. I don't want to monopolize the conversation, but jokingly, so I figured out how many holes I needed to dig, and I actually started calling around to see if I could find somebody to dig some holes, and I did. Found a dude's got an auger. He'll bring it out here next week. Charge me $300 to dig 9 holes. Okay. Lisa's got that incredulous look on his face. I don't know if that's a good deal or a bad deal. To me, it's a good deal. Here's why. Let me explain.
Because you ain't got an auger.
Dude's got an auger. You're absolutely right. He's got a 3-point power takeoff on a fucking back of a old 56 Ford tractor that he's going to come in here and make 30 minutes of short work and earn $300, and life is going to be good, right?
No, he'll be there for about an hour and a half.
Okay, hour and a half. Great.
Yeah.
That beats me running the goddamn post hole digger in the hot sand, in the hot, dying, falling over dead when the wife, has to collect insurance and take me to the hospital and all the rest of that shit.
I have him dig them as deep as he can, because that way you get your good footing.
That's kind of the thing I need for him to dig them, because the sand will, if I ain't right there with a piece of wood, the sand will blow enough sand up in that thing to fill that hole halfway up before I get a piece of wood in it, honestly.
You need to put your footings in and then immediately set your wood. Yep.
And yeah, that's $30 a hole. That's a bargain. And again, that beats me because I had a guy up here looking at the holes today, and he said, yeah, if it's normally that small, we just take a post hole digger to it. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. I got a post hole digger sitting right over there next to that shovel. You see it next to leaning on the building? But I can't for the life of me find my license to run that motherfucker. I used to be licensed to run that. He said, you know what? I know exactly what you mean. I was up against left-hand post hole digger last week, and I only drive a right-hand post hole digger, and I couldn't use it. I laughed my ass off. I'm sorry.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's a good one. I found a left-handed fucking post hole digger. I can't use that.
And I'm only licensed for a right-hand post hole digger. I'm telling you.
That's good. That's real good. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not. 20 years ago, I might have been able to do that.
Yeah.
But not today. I can't.
Not 129,000 degrees.
Exactly. In 129,000 fucking degree weather. No, I can't do that. The Russians have always wanted Alaska back, and they ain't going to get it. So fuck them in the neck.
That and Alaska on its own is probably 3 to 4 times more powerful than Ukraine, and they had trouble in Ukraine. And that's just Alaska alone without the United States behind it. So yeah. I don't think Russia could do it.
Hey, you got the deal on Lake Mead out there. You got local information on that, right?
I do, yes, sir.
So what's up with that?
So there's actually some hope, in so much as some recent rains in the spring have filled some reservoirs upstream, and Mead is hoping to see a little bit of that downstream later on this year. But I don't think it's going to happen personally. The problem is, though, not necessarily the problem is Southern California.
Yeah.
And the problem is not power. We got plenty of that. The problem is water. We don't have plenty of that. So, did you know that a very large portion of that Lake Mead water goes to Los Angeles and Southern California? I
Right.
mean, like over half of it, a big portion of it.
Oh wow.
So, the water being able to irrigate crops and uh, that kind of thing, Southern California will shut down before everything else does.
Oh yeah.
LA will shut down before everything does. Um, does that worry me somewhat? Yes. Is it a it's a problem for Southern California. It's not really a problem for anybody else at this point. At this point,
Right.
but it will. But it will be.
I read it.
Yes.
I read an article that about there's a massive migration going the opposite way of a lot of Californians selling their homes and moving to Mexico. And a lot of residents are really ticked off about it because it's driving the prices up to where local people can't afford the housing. So in a lot of the towns down there, and it's a legit thing. Like California has been reducing in population, and a lot of those people are going south.
So
Yeah.
this ain't even close to a new thing. You know, the Californians have been disrupting the fucking population flows of the West now for 50 years. It first started in Seattle when all the Californians moved up there, and they destroyed that, and then they went down to Portland, and they destroyed that, and then they started headed inland from there, east from there, Idaho, Montana. Now you see the fucking Californians over as far as North and South Dakota trying to buy big swaths of property with all that money they brought from that little fucking hovel they sold in Southern California. So yeah, I get Southern California fucking real estate cash has flowed into just about every one of these small states west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Worst thing is the people.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, to say that they're disrupting something is not really a new concept, I guess is what I'm saying.
The irony is that they're going south of the border and causing.
Yeah, to Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was joking with a friend today saying, well, heck, Mexico might build the wall for us to keep the Californians out.
Man, wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that be pretty good?
Wouldn't that be nice?
And that's the thing. A lot of people, they talk about, they're like, well, all these illegal aliens that come from Mexico. It's like, they're not coming from Mexico. They're coming from, we get a lot of migratory workers on visas legally from Mexico. A lot of them are coming from Central America, the ones that are coming up illegally, and South America. People forget that part.
Well,
Mexico's having trouble with them too.
And, yeah, Middle East and all kinds of weird places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you find a bunch of Chinese and bunch of fucking Iranians in there now.
Yeah.
They figured out, hey, this is the easiest way to get in. They figured it out. I think it's pretty funny, honestly.
A lot of foreign money paying big money for those houses in California too, that are allowing those people to move. And California is selling out completely to a lot of these Chinese billionaires and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The cash, the finance sales, in other words, the 30-year fixed mortgage is 6% now. So nobody's buying them.
Yep.
But the Chinese and the Europeans that are coming over with fistfuls of fucking cash are still buying American properties.
Yep.
In droves.
And they're running up the price.
They are running up the price. Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Colorado right now, even if you buy large tracts, say 40, 80 yards, you're paying upwards of 3,000 yards, acres. you're paying upwards of $3,000 an acre, even for larger tracts. If you buy smaller tracts, like 2 to 10 acres, you could be paying anywhere from 5 to 10,000.
All right. So my niece just bought 2.5 acres southwestern Colorado, down around Pueblo. 2.5 acres for $4,000.
Yep. Careful down there. One thing they don't put on that is you have to have at least 40 acres to put a well. A lot of those people are really ticked off because they're buying a couple acres and they've got to haul water. Yeah, and like down around Trinidad, it's real cheap land down there, but it's a lot of not very good land also.
Correct. But it's just for recreation. It's to, get out and play on the weekend.
Yep, that's perfect. That's what a person should buy it for, is just if you're going to go hang out down there, play on the 4-wheelers type of thing.
I bought it for them, so yeah.
Nice.
I'm glad they got it, to be honest with you. And as a matter of fact, they said that there's a 5-acre slot right next to it for like 10 grand that Uncle Don may want to just go in and pick up real quick. And there's another 20-acre slot next to it for something else. It sounded like a reasonable price that I thought maybe I might step in there and talk to the man about. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, and if you get up there high enough, you could pull a well, and you could get specialty permits where you could pull a well. And down there, it's different. You got to have a lot more land to be able to pull a well permit, but you could pull a well from just the house for like your showers, drinking water, stuff like that. If you get enough of them.
I got a Class A. I'd like to pull an RV up on it.
Nice.
That's right. And not for a permanent either. Just kind of I can stay in Colorado for a couple of months, and then I can stay in Oregon for a couple of months, and then I can stay in. I'm trying to buy some property up in Canada for the wife.
Yeah. Be careful going up there; they may not let you out.
Yeah, you're right, and it's kind of kind of problematic. They're not making this easy on me. Okay, let's put it that way. They are not making this easy on me. Even looking is hard. It ain't cheap. Fucking Canadian property is fucking expensive. Jesus.
That land in southern Colorado there, there was 2 massive ranches. I'm talking like 80, 90,000 acre ranches that some company came in and bought, and they're tracting them all out. About 5 years ago, you could get 10 acres for about $4 grand, $5 grand. That just shows the increase, and that's in that cheap area down there.
Oh, you can't even get close. Like that around here used to be 10 years ago. Now you can't even get near it. It's insane. I was talking to a guy about buying some property over in Pahrump, and he said 5 acres is going for $100,000 now. And I was like, well, why are you buying it? He's like, well, because I don't know. That's where it's where everybody wants to be.
Okay. Actually, to be honest, the last place I want to be is where everybody else wants to be. I'm that guy.
I'm that guy right there. Exactly. I'm you. I am you. The last place I want to be is where everyone else is.
You're right.
That's why I'm here in the middle of the fucking desert.
Yep.
Where nobody wants to be.
Where nobody wants to be. Exactly. Where it's 129,000 million fucking degrees in the shade under a waterfall. And nobody wants to be here.
Hey, Apex, where are you working at? I saw in the text that you said you got to get up at 7. Where are you working at? Did Apex?
Look at you. Zuzu, what is that? What the fuck's going on over there? My shit keeps unheating. What the fuck is it?
What is that? It's a side-by-side, but what brand? I can't read it.
It's a 2-seater. Z-Force 950 Sport. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Who brought that up?
Apex.
Yeah, he knows I'm weak for one of those. I need to get me one of those. I do. It's true.
Can't hear you, Apex.
Ha! Success.
Ha! He says.
It's from okay. So this is CF Moto. Um, Singularity. Did I answer your question or was I muted?
You were
You were
muted.
muted.
Ah, okay. Let me back it up. First off, I'm working at Qdoba Mexican Grill, so burrito place.
Right on.
I'm
Man.
sorry. Did
I
he say Mexican girl?
am. No, yeah, maybe no Mexican Grill. Anyways, I'm a shift lead, being fast tracked into assistant manager. So there's that. Um,
Right on.
pays pretty decent, about $16.50 an hour.
Yeah,
And then
cool.
basically, I'm an overpaid babysitter. Like I literally just tell people what to do. I sit at the computer and tell people what to do. It's great. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I do prep work. A lot of prep work, a lot of dishes. I order. I do the inventory and all that. But most of the time, I'm just like, hey, go wash something. You got time to clean. You got time to clean. you know.
But it's dry heat, he says. But it's dry heat. It's 129 million goddamn degrees. You're baking. You're literally baking from the outside, but it's dry. It's only 16% humidity.
Yeah, it will boil the water right out of your body.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's so dry though. It's dry heat.
we hit 49 to 50% humidity here last week, and it about killed me. That humidity. I way prefer the dry heat.
That humidity was rough last week.
It's
I
rough here.
I grew up in the shit, and at this point I wouldn't know what to do with humidity if it would have hit me in the head. Honestly, it just because it's so dry here.
Right now it's 79 degrees. Okay, feels like 86 because 88% humidity.
Jesus,
That sounds like rain.
that does sound like rain.
0 inches. 0 inches of rain.
That's exactly why you have to take breaks during the day, because even at the 49 to 50%, it just felt like a weight on my chest. It
Yeah,
was just muggy and awful.
Yeah, my wife can't stand it. I don't like it either, but she can't stand it. It makes it hard to breathe. It really
yeah,
does when you're not used to it.
Yep.
yes it does. We're supposed to have isolated thunderstorms, 31% chance at 6 a.m. Yeah, right. They're saying it's going to only get up to 80 degrees tomorrow, though. So rock on.
What's up, canoes?
Hey, Canoe.
What's happening, brother?
This is
This
a wireless shunt battery monitor.
When you had
huh?
it turned sideways and first held it up there, it looked like a defibrillator, one of those
That's what I
little
thought.
emergency defibrillators.
That's the shunt. This is the shunt part. So this goes from the negative battery terminal to the load. This
Right,
is the module that it is wired. This is the monitor. So this is the display, and this is the part that it's going to be wired to. So
right. Rock on.
that's my this evening project.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
excited.
I do need to say this. Um, apparently, July 12th. If anyone's interested, I'll start looking at the sandwiches and maybe drool. July 12th, Subway is giving away free 6-inch subs between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. So just throwing that out there.
tomorrow.
The 12th.
Why?
Why?
Oh, it's for their new menu that they brought out. Apparently, it's the biggest menu change in Subway's like 60-year history. So they're just gonna give free sub. No questions asked. Just go in, get yourself a 6-inch sub.
On the 12th, between 10 and 12.
Yep, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Yep.
Okay.
I am personally going to probably hit up 3 Subways and get myself a full lunch. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Field trip.
Right. Um, I guess what they did is they took their entire menu and condensed it into like four little subsections: cheesesteaks, Italianos, chicken, and clubs. And then there's like 3 sandwiches each. So they look pretty good, like the new ones. I need to stop doing that. I'm making myself fucking hungry.
Right.
One of the cool things that I got working at, but I, excuse me, I I get to take free food home.
Quit that shit. Quit yawning.
I can't, bro. I'm actually gonna have to jump off here probably in the next like 5-10 minutes. I gotta hit the sack because I gotta be up for work at 7. Like I said.
I've been getting up at. I'll trade you. I've been getting up at 4 to be to work at 5.
Ugh, no. Why are you still awake then?
Yeah.
I usually go to bed around 11.
Ah,
Get about
Okay.
5 hours. Good sleep. I
What's on 10
relax for
o'clock
about
there?
3 or 4. What's
It's on
that?
10 o'clock there then. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
10 here.
Oh, fair enough.
You still got another hour.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was reading this thing on the Shinzo Abe thing. Like,
Yeah. What's up with that?
okay, so here's the thing. When I first started up the browser, when I got down here tonight
Yeah.
to join up on the show, my homepage had a headline saying that he wasn't dead, and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure that he's dead, and I wish I had a fucking screenshot of that because unfortunately Microsoft Edge's homepage is like set to like MSN or which shows all the bullshit news, for the most
Right.
part. And it had a big red streamer across the top saying that the former prime minister of Japan was not dead and was just in a coma, which is totally odd to me because every other news agency in the world is saying he's dead. So what's the agenda there, or do they just not change it?
What's going on? Who's hitting all those buttons?
Yo, Kevin, what's up, bro?
Hey, Kevin.
That might be my phone messing up. I might have to log out and try to come back in. I think my phone's jacking up.
Oh, okay. Because it's like all of a sudden things are
Yeah.
highlighted, people moving around.
Things
And I was like, what
and
the hell?
things keep highlighting on my phone and I'm not touching them, so it might be me. So I'll chat with you guys here in a few.
All right.
And I am also about to head upstairs and head to bed.
You got
Gotta make
another
that
hour.
money.
You got another hour.
No, he had another hour. It's 12. It's 12 a.m. here. Yeah, it's 12:07, bro. I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're opening up tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin, you're still at work. That sucks, bro. Yeah, I'm about to be heading there in 6 or 7 hours. So there's that. So, all right. I will talk to y'all later.
All right, man. You have a good one, bud.
Have a good night.
Good
Peace
luck.
out.
Good luck on
Yeah.
tomorrow, and congratulations on the job. And
Oh,
hope
thank
everything
you, thank
works
you.
out for you, bro. Dream well, Patriot.
Over and out.
So, how you handling this heat there, Canoes?
It wasn't that bad here today. It only got up, I think, about like 82.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We got up 94, 95 today. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 80. So, we'll have a cool day here, supposedly.
Yeah. Tomorrow, well, today now here, it's going to cool down. They're saying mid 70s. So it'll be nice. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get as much work done as possible tomorrow. Get the rest of that dirt off that trailer and reload it again. Try and get as much done as I can. But yeah, it only being 80 degrees for a high, man, it's gonna be awesome to get a bunch of work done. Oh, oh man. So yeah, world's going crazy. I had there ever hey canoes. I just want to throw this out to anybody listening. Does anybody know of any instance where we've had an executive office defy the Supreme Court? Has there ever been in our history?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, it might have happened, way back in the past, but I've never heard of it happening before.
Uh-uh. And it sounds like the version of the government. It actually sounds like um, treason. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Coming from the president. Yeah,
Yep.
that's true situation, I think.
Well, guess what? I think Supreme Court has the power to stop executive orders, because didn't Trump enact a couple executive orders that the legislative branch tried to overrun or did overrun? I can't tell. It's
Supposedly with the court. Yeah.
yeah. I kind of got a headache and I slept too much today, so I'm a little groggy. Ugh. Hey, FYI, don't use my channel to broadcast from right now, because
Oh,
I apparently got a strike on YouTube
oh
on my
no.
channel for yesterday's broadcast.
For yesterday's broadcast?
Yeah. And the only thing they said was for misinformation.
Oh God.
Nothing specific. Not like medical misinformation, but just plain misinformation.
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah. Wonder what that was.
Who knows?
Hey, there's my Huckleberry.
What's up, Huck?
Welcome back, Miriam. Sorry about that, brother.
That's all right.
Yeah. So Yeah, who knows what it was. You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been anything, actually.
It's like I wasn't even up on the stream, so
Right?
I caught a few minutes of it before it ended, but watch it on Twitch, so I have no clue what was said.
Yeah, a lot. Who knows which one it was? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God knows. Man. Probably something like "God bless America." You know?
Yeah, I just love how they think they have the power to, you know, consider themselves the arbitrator of truth, to
Right.
everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. All right. That was the post Tanya show.
Yeah.
It's still up on the
Or no,
game.
I did come in towards the end. That's right, because I remember telling you when you were ready to leave that Aaron was still live and you rated Aaron's chat. So yeah, I was here towards the end. That's right.
But yeah, it's, I need to give Apex that memo. Yeah, right. But I think he started up with the game. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, Glass Mafia. It's usually somebody put in a complaint or a notification, some shit like that. There's no telling. Actually, there's
some
no way to find out
some snowflake bot or super mod.
something
I
like
got
that. Yeah,
hurt with them. I got all butt hurt because I heard something that I didn't like on someone's stream. So you need to shut them down.
right.
I need an ice cold dildo to shove in my ass to help with my butt hurt.
Yeah, we might have been talking about the news about some, you know, something out of Arizona um, on the stream.
Huckleberry says Bruce was on screen by himself. That might have caused it.
That might have been it.
Oh.
Right. So Huckleberry, come on up. Come on up for a minute, Huckleberry. Yeah, it makes me think I should like remove that video from last night before we get another strike on the game channel. And, yeah, Glass Mafia. Where were you? Oh, there's Bill. Darren did it. Traveling. That's an expensive propagation industry nowadays. Proposition. Come on up. But yeah, but yeah, I got that damn trailer down there every day, and I'll finish it off tomorrow and load it up again. I'm finally done finishing that berm to the third tier now. Working on the fourth tier. Yeah, I just can't get back there with anything other than a wheelbarrow right now. So that's what I got to do. Oh yeah, the lady from the 50s. Yeah, it is fairly bizarre. My third eye blink. Right? Oh yeah. Pretty soon it'll become a treat to go somewhere. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. It caused the thing. But yeah, no shit, man.
I'm looking at my local news site, and one of the headlines says New York gun permit applicants will have to list their social media accounts.
Oh
That's
my god.
that's a little invasive, I'd say.
Yeah. Elon Musk is pulling out of buying toilets. He
Out of
terminated
buying,
$44 billion per.
I didn't catch that.
Elon Musk is terminating the purchase of Twitter.
Oh yeah, I see it here on the website. Yeah. Did you say why?
In other words, uh, well, they won't disclose the number of fake accounts they printed.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so since they won't reveal their real numbers, he's saying, "Fuck you! I'm not buying unrealistic, banter. I'm not buying bots. They're gonna crash. They'll go bankrupt, and Elon Musk will pick up the pieces and open it back up
Yeah.
for a lot less than 44 billion."
I heard he just had another kid. Or no, they just announced the existence of a previously unknown kid of his that he had with someone else years ago.
Right.
He's got something like 11 kids out there.
Yeah. He can afford it, I guess. Yeah. It's Biden's pissed off because Texas is taking charge of the border.
Yeah, I saw that. The governor activated the National Guard and the state troopers to help with the illegals.
Returning them back to Mexico.
Yeah,
Yep.
good for him.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, it's
Kim's calling fire in the bowl.
fire in the bowl. Ding. The
In the
key of
key of F.
that.
Hey, what's up,
Rock.
Scott?
Hey, Redneck. How's it going, buddy?
Excuse me. Something weird's been happening with me for a while now. If I start coughing from smoking, after I get a few coughs out, it makes me sneeze.
It makes you sneeze.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'll be coughing and then like it just like switches over to a big sneeze. It's strange. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have pie, but I do have a cupcake. So
There you
I'm
go.
gonna have me a cupcake.
What's up, Miriam? I don't think I have really anything sweet in the house other than like an apple and an orange.
Yeah, Miriam, we'll be going to the store tomorrow. I'm out of pie.
Yeah, Walmart. I saw in the news they issued a big recall on a lot of meat products that they sell there. I don't know if you ever buy meat products from Walmart, but I think like ground chicken and some ground pork, a bunch of it they had to recall.
Okay, but I don't buy that kind of stuff. Pork steaks, leg quarters, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh. You know, I don't shop at Walmart really anymore. But when I did, about the only meat products that I would buy there, I would occasionally buy their bulk rolled 80/20 beef. That comes like in a 1 pound or a 3 pound tube. I would buy that stuff occasionally. That wasn't that bad quality. It was a decent price, but beef is so fucking expensive anywhere right now.
Right. I was actually looking for meat glue the other day.
Meat glue.
Meat glue. I haven't had any meat glue in a while, is what I was thinking myself. Which is a strange thought to start with. But oh, hold on a second. There you are. You're on your phone again, huh? Hey, Don.
There it is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Is this thing on?
Yes.
How about that? Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you too.
You poor things.
I know. I was like turned away for a moment so I could retain my vision.
My eyes, right?
Pass the bleach.
Yeah, past the bleach. Fire in the motherfucking bowl. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh man. Buy a cow. But yeah. Oh shit, man.
So I'm making a shopping list for tomorrow's Home Depot run.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you interested in that, or
Sure.
let's see, what do we got? We got one pressure treated timber HF brown stain common 4x4x8. 10 2x6x8 pressure treated lumber brown stain contact ground. 4 pressure treated timber HF brown stain common 4x4x10. And that's it. All that's going to run me $278.
It doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's not actually. It's not horrible. They give me 10% for military. So
Yep.
I'm pretty pleased with that.
It's like saving tax. It's like not paying tax.
Yeah, it is. And there's no state. Well, there's a sales tax on things that are not food in the state of Nevada. So this will, I'll have. Yeah, you're right. It's like saving tax,
Mm-hmm. Which is cool.
which is cool. I'd say I'd rather much rather save it than spend it, no matter what it is. 10 cents, $10, $10,000, whatever the fuck it is. But anyway, that's my story. For those of you inquiring minds want to know, goat meat. I was kind of looking for AZ to have some comments on my wood for tomorrow. I got all my hardware. Big 1/2 inch galvanized bolts, nuts, stuff to put the wood together to build my stanchions, to build my posts.
Nope. And Wiz popped out.
And there he goes. Tax on food in Nevada? No, I don't think there is. I don't think there's a tax on grocery store unfinished food. On finished food, yes, ma'am. They tax fuck out of all that Vegas food.
Like
That's good food.
prepared dinners and shit like that.
Prepared dinners, yeah, they tax fuck out of that.
You know, I get the convenience of it, but I've never really bought any of that stuff because it's not seeing it being prepared. I wouldn't trust it.
Okay, well,
You know, and
you're
to
missing
me,
out.
you know, well, I enjoy cooking for myself, so it's not a
Yep.
problem for me to go to the grocery store, get the shit, and make it myself, and not have to pay, you know, X amount of extra dollars plus a tax on it. You know,
Okay, all right.
that's just me.
I'm not a
I'm not.
culinary expert. I can eat the shit right out of it.
Now, I'm not
So,
saying that like if I go to the grocery store and see like a kick-ass looking like Salisbury steak dinner with potatoes and gravy and corn, and if I'm hungry and not feeling like, you know, cooking, yeah, I'll buy that, but it's not something I normally buy.
I'm not even sure that's what they mean by prepared food anymore.
Mm.
I mean, it's almost like, you know, that's still grocery store food, like bread. It shouldn't be taxed.
Mhm.
On the other side, there's a whole lot of value added to the food when you prepare it and uh, serve it up in, say, Vegas on a strip, which some massively expensive food. Not bad food. And yeah, they tax the shit right out of it. Fun tax. That's exactly correct. The discretionary tax. That's the tax. You know, you didn't have to have this in your fridge to feed your family. You were out. You know,
Yeah.
you were out on the strip doing glittery helicopter penises. So
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
shit.
just saying, you know, you have to differentiate between the glittery helicopter penis food and the non-glittery helicopter penis food.
Is that what it is?
They should tax glitter, like, and I'm sure, you know, glitter. It's not a food item, so yeah, it gets taxed. They should raise the tax on glitter because those glittery helicopter penises are becoming a problem.
Problem. They're very much a problem.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think the Fed should outlaw them, personally.
Ban it from existence.
People don't
Cancel
listen to
it.
me, though. There ought to be a commission. People ought to call somebody.
Yeah. I can't wait for my shipment. I ordered the thermosistors that I need to build the cold start, the soft start units that I'm after. Got them coming. I should receive them any day now, and then I won't have these outages like this.
Dude, you got to show me. When you get that set up, you got to show me.
You got it. I'll show you.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it. You know I will. I got to build it and make sure it works. But from what I've seen and what I've like, on video and stuff, seems to be legit. And I will let you know how it works. And then I'll show you how to build it. It's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, hey, Wiz.
Yeah.
Just so you know, your favorite movie is free on YouTube right now.
My favorite movie.
Yeah, Chain Reaction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on YouTube's their in-house movie listing. It's up for free right now.
So we could show it.
I don't know. That might get you a strike.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But if you want to watch it for yourself, like if you don't have a copy, it's up there for
You
free.
got a link? Can you throw me a link?
Yeah. Give me a minute here. I'll get the link.
Oh, private chat that because I'll watch that bastard again.
Yeah, I watched it just a couple of days ago.
Right.
Does anybody remember the documentary College Girl Strippers?
No.
No. I
Missed the
remember
train
what was
on that one.
Girls
I mean, it
Gone
was
Wild.
like, nah, it was a real thing. It was a real documentary with college girl strippers.
Wow.
Maybe it's me. I don't know.
I was gonna say you get that link there.
I'm getting it.
All right. All right. Hell yeah. I put it in private chat because I can't grab it otherwise. Hell yeah.
So here's what I'm finding, Wiz.
What's that?
I'm finding that I can run these Bitcoin miners during the sun periods and some off sun periods.
Okay.
And I can actually run them. I can set them up to be scheduled to turn on and off at given times to maximize the runtime for the sun
Right.
and the profitability. Long and the short, after all is said and done, I can have these things making about $5 a day at this point in the program with just existing solar panels.
That's
But I
about
need more solar
$1,500 a
panels.
year.
That's a respectable fucking thing if I can get that set up to run automated all the time.
Right. Right.
The trick is scheduling.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Big time.
trick is you got to start it in the morning at 6 a.m. when the sun comes up, or you got to have enough battery to run it for a couple of hours until the sun comes up. Or run it like right now. I can run two of my major miners for 3 hours each on battery. So right now
Okay.
I'm running those two miners for 3 hours on batteries, and those will come on and go off at a predetermined time, thereby not draining the battery completely, but still running off the battery. And so what it comes down to is an efficient scheduling of the energy required to run the miners to make the money.
Correct.
That's kind of where it is right now, and I'm still working on volumes, and it's profitable. Make no mistake, it's making a few bucks, but it's not killing the bank. What I
Right.
need is more solar panels.
Always more power. Starting
More
to sound
power.
like my hero, Tim Allen. More
Uh,
power.
uh, 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 uh.
It'd be
And
like
that's
the
where I'm
Emperor
at.
from Star Wars. Unlimited power.
I need the power. So that's kind of where it is. I've experimented with all this shit. I've got the transfer switch ready to plug into the meter or into the panel. I just need to buy $500 worth of aluminum wire and run it in another $200 worth of conduit from the building to the panel.
Right.
And then I can run the house.
Oh, okay. There you
All this is geared to run the house. You know that. All the solar It's not meant to be miners. It's not meant for mining. It's meant to run the fucking house.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
I need to get the house run first. The miners are nice, but I need to get
Yeah.
the house off the grid.
Well, you've got the minor thing going.
The
So you
miner
know that
thing's nice. It's fun. It's
right.
fun, but it's not meeting the mail. It's not fucking because power is about to go up, boys and girls, and I want to be real clear about this. The
40%
cost of your
minimum.
electricity, the cost of your electricity is going to go up.
40% minimum. In other
I'm
words, your
talking
$100 bill just turned into $140. If you're used to a $200 bill a month, that just went up to $280. And that's electricity. That's not even the gas.
that's nothing. That's just the fucking power company already attached to and leached to the house for you. So I need to get that set up first.
Yeah.
And basically what I'm doing here, and let me be clear, I'm refocusing on where I should be. The miner is nice to have. That's good, but I need the solar and the battery set up for the house.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Yeah.
doing this. That's why. That's the whole reason behind it. Honestly,
Exactly.
let
Welcome
me get the
back,
house.
Justin.
Let me get the house done and on solar and that secure. Then I'll figure something else out for the miners and make sure that they have enough power.
Well,
Yeah.
right. You know, that's just a matter of moving some wires. You know what I'm
And it
saying? With
is.
some of the
It
infrastructure.
is. It is just that. But and basically I'm refocusing myself and a reprioritization of the project and where I should be, the direction I should be spending funds on. Basically, instead of going out and surfing eBay for used miners that I can pick up at a cheap price, I should be uh, surfing Lowe's and talking to my electrical guy about putting the $1,000 worth of wire into the $200 worth of conduit, getting it over to the panel so he can come out here and I can pay him $400 to bless it all and
Look
connect
at
the
that.
panel.
Right.
Right. So that's where I need to be going. That's where I need to be driving to. That's all. I'm just
Right. So, how
trying to
many
get
more
me
batteries
focused on
did
that.
you order? So, how
I
many
haven't
more
ordered
batteries?
any more batteries. None yet. But I'm going to need two more at least.
At least.
At least two more. At least two more. Yeah.
I, so I was thinking, if you get 3 hours of operation on only two of your machines, you're still missing what, 6, 7 hours, depending on time of season. So,
Those
about six
principal
hours.
machines, though, those principal machines eat 4 kilowatts per machine per hour.
Right. So you're
They're,
right. You've got two of those batteries, right?
I have two batteries. I have two 48 volt, 100 amp hour batteries in parallel.
That
So
means,
that's
yeah.
48 volt at 200 amp hours, or roughly 10 kilowatt amp hours or kilowatt hours of juice. Yes,
Well, if two gives you 3 hours and you need 6 hours more, that means you need four more batteries.
you're right. ASICs. I'm running ant miners.
Right. Right.
Antminer S17 Pros and S9s for the BFE BAM. By the way,
Yeah.
welcome. Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah. That soft start's gonna be save my ass on it. These. Yeah. It'll extend my usable time on my batteries with my refrigerators and my freezer and an AC unit if I want to put it on there. I ordered enough of the components to make 4 of them, I think. So I will be using them. But I thought about putting them in line behind the inverter so that they just hit the whole line, but that won't work. It needs to be an individual draw circuit. In other words, it needs to be item specific. If it's on a refrigerator, it needs to be what the refrigerator plugs into. If it's an air conditioner, it needs to be what that refrigerator, because once it activates that power draw, then that that cold start would activate and effectively control electricity on the draw from the device. So I need to build 3 of them right off the bat. That'll cover the refrigerator, the deep freeze, and the air conditioner. And so yeah, we'll see how this works. I'm also going to build a 4th one for like saws and stuff like that, so I can get some of my shop stuff that I do on electricity on my inverter, and so that way, yeah.
That's why I'm kind of excited about these inverters. 3 5K inverters for a total of 15 kVA at
Right.
240 volts. So they put out 240 volts single phase, which is the raw material I need for well pumps, for big fat air conditionings, for anything other than anything that's like a 30 amp circuit or a 50 amp circuit will all take a 240 volts.
Okay.
So what the fuck? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Am
can
I
hear you.
weirding out? Is my video going out?
No.
Nope.
So let's see, where was I? I'm seeing guys that have run 2 of these 5K inverters, so a total of 10K, and 6 of those batteries for a total of 30 kilowatt hours. They've run their whole house for over a year on that setup. 6. That's 6 of those fucking batteries.
Right.
Now,
Right.
you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. Your math is right. Your cost is going to be a fucking ball squeezer.
$6,000.
6 grand. Yeah. Well, no. Hey, well, yeah. Okay. So what I'm hoping, so I have some EV cells. I have 2 sets of lithium iron phosphate EV grade A cells, 2 sets of 12 volts. So I've got 24 volts of 200 amp hour EV cells, right?
Right.
I need another 24 volts to make them 48 volts of 200 amp hour EV cells.
Correct.
Basically, it would match exactly what I have right now. It would double it. And those 2 extra EV cells are going to cost me about $800. And the appropriate BMS and all the other ancillaries for top charging and everything else will cost me another $200. Hello, chat. Shadow Man says, "What the fuck?" I'm sorry. I keep talking.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, you're fine. I'm listening. Keep going.
So I'm hoping to experiment with that and be successful enough at it to where I can make my own batteries going forward from cells.
Oh
That
wow.
cost right there would be substantially less than buying these quote unquote rack made batteries.
Right. You've already got the blueprint, basically.
Yes,
Now you just got to duplicate it.
absolutely. That's the hope. That's the hope. Everybody, know me, I'm fucking tight ass. I don't like spending money. But hey, what can I say?
Well, I'm kind of a tight ass by need, but still, even when I did have money, I didn't like spend money like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for
I
that.
do. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're saying.
So
Oh, hey, can I go on the record and say USAA sucks balls?
yeah. USA it sucks balls. I got rid of them a year ago. Yeah. I was
I should have got rid of them a year ago. You're right.
like, dude, you know what they told me? I had an accident drop off of my license, right?
Right?
It was a no fault license. It was a no fault accident, but it was on an accident because I had a claim. So with the USAA said it would drop off like in October. Well, my policy wasn't up until January, and I was like, okay. I called them up. I was like, hey, that accident dropped off my list. I was told I need to give you a call, and you guys can drop it off and drop my
Great.
premium down. Oh, that's not going to change until your policy's over. I was like, no, it's going to change today, or it's one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's going to change today, one way or another. I was like, no, you're going to get a supervisor or some, customer service rep or something that actually knows what customer service means. And
Yeah, they don't like doing that.
no, they
They don't
don't
like
like
doing
doing
that.
that at all.
So
Well, you don't
I told
understand,
the
sir. We charge you for 6 months at a time. I was like, no, you make me pay fucking monthly. You won't let me pay 6 months at a time.
yes.
Okay, they won't let you do that no more. And I was like, no, that license that comes off that'll drop my insurance another $30 a month. That accident comes off of my thing. That's $30 a month. I don't need to pay. Now you drop that off today. We shut down that account. You start up a brand new one, and I don't have an accident on my record, and we'll go from there. And they're
Correct.
like, we can't do that. I was like, well, good luck getting their money. Goodbye. I
Goodbye.
picked up the phone and called
Exactly.
another insurance company. I was on my plan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I did exactly the same thing yesterday. They gave me all lippy. There was a young lady that said, how can I help you? I said, well, you can't. You've just been here 6 months, so you can't help me. Let's see. Let's talk to your supervisor. She says, well, I'd really like to help you. I said, you can either pass me your supervisor or I hang up and start closing accounts. She says, how can I help you? I clicked. I closed 2 credit card accounts first. Then the next day, I closed all of my auto insurance and homeowners insurance with them, and they were not happy with that. And I'm in the process of. I've already changed my bank account.
Right.
Discover
So
has a
they can't.
free bank account, and all of my direct deposit will now go to a new bank account. So fuck USAA. They could suck my cock.
Right. Right. Because they will go after those accounts on all that bullshit. Because they'll say, well, we
Actually,
don't
they
know what's
can't.
going on. I
No,
know.
they can't. They can say that. Well, we won't support it, like you said, well, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. But
It was just an
federally,
automated system. We mistracked
yeah,
it or something.
no, and that's kind of the problem. All of that commercial shit they've got wrapped up into accounts that are federally protected. For instance, your bank account is federally protected. So there's a limit on what they can actually do with that, do
Yeah.
with both that information or that account. Um, They can't fuck with you. They can't deny you access to funds. That's federally mandated.
Right.
And if there's any indication, even a hint of that, then they go up against the FTC. Immediately the FTC comes down and says, spank, 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 spank. So they don't like that. So when I tell you I can't get access to my account, why are you being like this? Why are you being pejorative? And they're like, well, we're not. Shadow's old as fuck. Did you know that Shadow Man was old as fuck?
No, I didn't know he was old as fuck. Shit.
I didn't either.
Fuck's pretty old.
Yeah, it's fuck's pretty old. It really is.
Since the dawn of man. That's what I figure.
So anyway, yeah, I got tired of them. So I moved everything over to Geico. I moved everything over to Discover, and I opened 2 new accounts on 2 different other platforms. So fuck them. I got nothing for them. They've
Right.
seen the last dime they'll ever see from me. And I was
Right.
with them for 12 years. Back in the day, you know this, they were good. They actually
Yep.
had good customer service.
Yep.
Now, are you talking about the USAA company?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Because on my end, I heard just USA, and I'm like, what entity is that? But
No,
no,
it's USAA.
I've seen the commercials for them.
They used to be exclusively for veterans.
Yeah.
Now they recruit lesbians and transgenders.
Yeah, they got taken
And
over by AIG. You're familiar with
Gotcha.
that?
Yeah.
AIG is now in control of
Did you,
USAA.
hey, Don, did you hear? I'm sure your wife has probably heard it, being Canadian. There's a massive pullout in Nova Scotia right now. The I guess they're federalized Halifax Bank. They went completely woke, and people are leaving in droves. They
From
basically
where?
told their customers, if you don't like how we're running our business, take your money and go elsewhere, and that's what they're doing.
And what was this again? What company?
Halifax Bank.
Oh, Halifax.
is that a commercial entity or
Well, yeah, people have their investments with them and everything, but it's
okay?
like it's one of the biggest banks. It's actually a British bank, I believe.
Kind of like
Oh,
Franklin
okay.
Financial, or Chase Financial.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of international subsidiaries of, you know, institutions and finances. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And woke, go ahead.
Yep. Go
I'll
broke.
take I did the same thing with Fidelity. They went all woke on me, and I was like, fuck you. I don't need you. You don't get to say that. You don't get to think that. That's not your deal. So I pulled all my money out of Fidelity. I'm in Vanguard now. I looked at TD Ameritrade, but they're just as woke as Fidelity. Fidelity is the maximum woke, though. Apparently, they're the lead of the woke in the federal finances.
Right.
I mean, I was with them for 20 plus years. I've been with Fidelity since fucking, since there was a dollar bill, since way before George printed or Ben printed the first one.
You know what?
I
I think it was
I had a
probably in service related. It was service related because I had a Fidelity account.
probably,
Yep.
probably, but
It started
no
out with that
more.
accidental insurance kind of stuff,
Yep,
and
yep.
all that. Yeah. Colonial, right next to Colonial. Remember that?
Colonial Penn, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean that's the way it falls, I guess. The thing is, I used to think that USAA was on the leading edge of some of this shit. When, dude, they're so far behind. I'm recently finding that they're so far behind. For instance, if I were to try to open a new account for, say, a niece or a nephew or something like that, a family member for USAA, that is such an encumbering process that I simply won't do it.
Right.
They'll want hard copies of licenses, passports, birth certificates, a left testicle, a pubic hair for fucking analysis, and various and sundry other things. And it's just not feasible in my brain. I
Right.
roll over to
Right.
Discover today to Discover, and I don't know who these people are. Save my ass. They don't know me from Adam. I don't have any established anything with them. In 5 minutes, I have a bank account. In another 2 minutes, that bank account is attached to my USAA account and sucking money out. There's just a massive difference there in, USAA just in their encumbered regulations versus what people are doing on the web today. Discover, for instance.
Right, right.
So anyway, hey Huck, how you doing? So I'm, you know, what do we call that? Spreading my wings on financial institutions these days.
Yeah. That's the
Giving a
only. You know
couple.
what? That's interesting though. The only card I have left is Discover.
I like Discover. I have a Discover card now. I do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think my mother has had a Discover since like they first started up. What was that, like in the mid '80s, late '80s, early '90s, something like that? She's been Discover forever. It's the only credit card she has.
Right.
I'm a fan of alternative financial tools. If they work in today's thing, then I'll use them. I don't like big banks. I'm not a Chase Manhattan fan. I'm not a fucking JP Morgan fan. I'm not a fan of any of those goddamn New York banking centers. If I could keep all of my credit cards out of those cocksucking, meat grubbing, crooked pieces of fucking shit. I'm sorry, did I say that in my outside voice?
Yes, you did.
If I could keep all of my dime out of their goddamn grubby little meat hooks, then I would be much happier. No, I don't like any of them. I'd rather
Well,
go, you know what? I'm kind of trying to go little now. I'm trying to find a regional bank that's got
credit
fucking
union.
reach.
No, 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 no. Credit union. Credit union.
Okay, then answer this
Special
question for
credit.
me: is Navy Federal Credit Union worth it?
No, 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 no. It's not a credit
There
union.
you go. They are
It's not a
credit
credit
union.
union.
It
Huh?
is. Yes, it is. It
I
is a
would
credit
I would
union.
double check all that and talk to somebody who's had worked with them or had experience with them.
I've heard bad things about them. I'm just like you. I got no love for them, but they are a credit union. I'm doing my due diligence. That's why I'm asking you. That's why we're having this discussion.
Right. Well, I went with local only kind of credit union. You know what I'm saying? And I found a good one and got it. All my finances moved over from U.S. Bank. They just deal with U.S. Bank because U.S.
Yeah,
Bank was a
that's
good operator for a long time. Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to
But
do now.
right.
It's not real. It's not like it's hard. You just got to kind of sit down and figure out what option you want to do.
Hey, you know, I
I'm trying.
didn't lose any functionality, man. There's no functionality loss, except for locality of its branch. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
physical branch is,
Right.
Yeah.
an imposing distance away, at least half an hour. You know what I'm saying? Drive.
You've
So
got a USAA close that close.
no, 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 not
Oh,
USAA.
you got a
My
credit union
credit
that
union.
close.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing. I could get a Nevada State Bank is a local bank, and I could go there, and it would be okay.
find you a local
But I
credit union.
had them. I need a. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Stay away from the banks. The banks are defaulting. So
Electric month. 3 months was 263. 4 month was 233. The 5 month was 135. Oh, that was per month. I see how they're breaking it. 6 month was 95 per month.
That just means your usage is going down, Kim. You're not using as much power as you were. That's the same thing I'm dealing with because I unplugged a lot of shit around the house. About the only thing important that I have hooked up is basic lighting right now. My microwave, my refrigerator, and my freezer. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not. Yeah, well, in my computer upstairs. I'm going to get a little bit of a peak for this past month because I have been running the AC a few times. But yeah, my bill's gone down just on usage alone.
yeah, so things are starting to get stupid with everybody trying to take advantage of all these industries trying to take advantage of the inflation.
Yes, it's going on right now in Ohio. It's actually big news on the state level because all the electric companies that are in the state right now, they're lobbying the governor for permission for rate hikes, and it's just so that they can make more profit.
Yeah.
The,
Well, that to be honest with you, the equation is getting shifted because fuel prices are. I mean, even in the service industry side of the electricity, fuel costs are going through the fucking roof for everybody. So,
yeah,
that,
but we have two nuclear power plants here in Ohio. I don't see
right,
how fuel usage is going to affect the operations of a nuke plant.
right,
You know,
right.
It doesn't,
Exactly.
but it affects the price of oil and every other plant on the planet. They jack their prices up. And so your
yeah,
nuclear plant says electricity is now selling for 15 cents a kilowatt hour instead of 12 cents a kilowatt hour. And so you're going to have to pay us 15 cents a kilowatt hour. And you're like, well, fuck you. And they're like, well, fuck you.
yeah.
So
Click.
And for what I'm hearing, the governor is like basically telling them to fuck off. Nothing official yet, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, we hear you, Huckleberry.
in an election year like this, well, first, everybody, Wiz is right. Fuel costs are going up. Second, everybody's jacking it. Everybody's taking the pandemic fucking rate change, bad time shit that we're going through right now and taking that opportunity to jack prices up. Everybody is expected.
Oh yeah,
If your state can avoid it, then by God, do it. We just put it off for a while anyway. Fuck the
Right.
power company. They ain't doing anything for you tomorrow. Oh, and another thing. Did you know that the average power bill paid amortized over a 20-year period is between $75 and $90,000? So you pay the power company between, say, I'm not kidding, if you have a bill of $200 a month, then you pay the company, you pay the power company, you will pay the power company over 20 years $75,000 just in monthly installments.
yeah.
Right.
I mean,
They
that's a
want you
whole.
as a customer.
I'm not joking. That's the money you're going to spend. Anyway,
It all
and
adds
that's
up.
what makes solar really easy to justify.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll get off my horse now. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Huckleberry's
right there.
all bent because she's not. I'm talking too much.
Sweet dreams, my
Fire in the
Huckleberry.
bowl.
But you got fire in the bowl first.
Fire in the bowl.
Oh shit, it's after midnight. Oh shit.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Well, I gotta get over here. I'm finally getting cooled down enough to climb into bed. I'm beat to shit.
Oh, I got too much sleep, so I'm good for a little while.
Rock on. Rock on. Okay. Cool, cool. Uh, in fact, God bless you all. I'm gonna go ahead and drop out of here. I'm gonna get the. I'm still on solar, so I'm probably due to be kicked off here in just a moment anyway. So, God bless you all. Dream well, Patriots. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right. Take
All
care,
righty,
dude.
Have fun.
Wiz. Take care.
You know it, brother. Thanks for the convo, man. So,
So did I piss Sing off?
No. I think he just went to bed.
Oh, okay.
Might have an early start in the morning.
Yeah, some people do.
Ooh.
All right. So I still got to figure out this battery monitor and get that son of a bitch wired and mounted. Man, why do they make. I know exactly where this is going to go, but I'm going to say it anyway. So why do they make the pictures and the text so small in these tiny little fucking, quick start guides to get you wired up on your shit? Why do they make the text so small? I'm asking. And you're going to tell me it's not small. You're just old and you should be using old guy glasses to read it.
I think they just don't care. They put it down to is it like if it's printed out on physical paper, they're just doing that to justify the cost of paper by getting more print on said piece of paper instead of having to use more paper.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that they just do it to meet a regulatory requirement, and they don't care how big. They don't really give two shits whether it's readable. Um, yeah. Anyway, I need to stop whining. What am I doing here?
Just out of curiosity, what is your state's sales tax?
6%, I think it is.
6. Okay. Cheaper than here. I think ours is like 7.75.
I think Nevada is a very no tax state. They run a very lean government. There's no state sales tax. There's no state income tax. So the state relies completely on both fees and uh, taxes on certain items. Sales tax.
I was mistaken. Ohio, the state sales tax is 5.75.
I remember when Virginia was 4, and that was considered very good. I think Virginia's now 5, maybe more. But Virginia's changed completely. They've been taken over by people from New Jersey.
Yeah, it's our county sales tax that's 6.5.
No shit. You got a county sales tax.
Yep.
That sucks horsecock.
Well, it's actually better where I live. I used to live in the next county over, closer to Cleveland. The county that Cleveland's in is Cuyahoga County, and theirs is almost 8%. Yeah, so
just for the county. So
yeah,
sounds to me like you have a very small state coverage tax and a very large county sales tax.
Yes.
And the county tax is specific, probably specific to certain items. Is it?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the breakdown is though.
Okay.
Yeah, the other county next to me where Cleveland is, that's 8%. So they've always been higher than Lorain County where I'm at now. And so anytime people in the higher county are looking to make like a major purchase, like an appliance or, even cars, they come over to my county, to get that. It's been
no
like
shit.
That forever. Yep.
So you got a state tax of how much did you say?
I think it's 5. Let me see here.
5 from the state and 8 from the county, dude. That's 13% on fucking sales tax.
5.75 for the state, and then my county.
Wow.
Is 6.5. Yeah.
6.5 versus 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's doing, doll? We have 6% sales tax here, and it's a state sales tax. So there's no one county versus the
Nope.
other county does it.
Gotcha.
I'm in Nye County, and let's see, Vegas, the city of Vegas is in, what is it? Henderson County? I think it's Henderson County. They have different tax rates over there, that's for sure. Different, even different emissions for autos and everything.
What Google says Vegas is in Clark County.
Clark County, okay. Different tax sets over there. But I think it's just different property taxes. It's not different sales taxes. It's the same sales tax everywhere. Now, there's a city tax in Vegas. I know that for a fact, on meals and various other entertainment type things.
Yeah, we have both counties here. I'm not sure how it is across the whole state, but certain counties at least have bed taxes on the hotels and the motels.
What's that, Doll?
You want to jump in the shower?
Okay.
Because I got clean bedding.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start this and go away because you won't be able to hear me. All right. Friday, Friday, Friday. So yeah, I'm just getting my second wind. What time is it our time? What time is it West Coast? 10 o'clock, 10, 10, 15, 10, 19. I'm probably going to go down and install this shunt and install this battery monitor before the evening's out. Probably up to about midnight or so, I guess. What's up, Jason? How's everything, sir? I think we lost most of the other people. Shadow might still be with us. Kim's probably still with us.
Huck went to bed.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Well, Miriam might still be lurking. Then
if Miriam is at Wizards, I am surprised that Miriam is not taking over more of Wizards' stream and keeping that up. I just am surprised at that. She is not having more of a presence on that. That's just my observation. Shadow Man, see, he's still in the background. He's lurking back there. Alien Heaven. Dude, I like that. Alien, I need that.
did you hear? I saw a story today that was kind of funny. Up in British Columbia, a guy put a Facebook post out and instantly got called out and basically proven to be a hoaxer because he claims that he found a fucking Bigfoot skull out in the mountains, like half buried in a stream. And like a bunch of like scientists immediately went and replied to his post saying, you're a hoaxer. This thing's faker than a $3 bill. It's like, it was a good effort, but you're a fucking joke. Like, that thing's man-made. I can tell you right now, I have, like a 30-year PhD in, this field. And I can tell you without a doubt that thing is fake.
Dude, people don't understand. There's other people out there with that kind of knowledge. They know that shit.
To top it off with, the guy who made the post, the hoaxer, like in his initial statement, He said he found it up in British Columbia and he smuggled it across the border and back into the U.S.
Oh my God.
So he like basically implicated himself in a federal crime.
Yeah. Smuggled across European borders for. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh, Kimmy is cooter bug high.
Kimmy, I was going to say that. Kimmy's with us. He could be real. He could be real. So Shadowman says that, Sasquatch could be a thing. He could be. You're right. Actually, Sasquatch is a thing. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all of that. It's a great entertainment thing. It really is a wonderful entertainment thing. And if there is one, I hope to meet him one day. Him, his whole family, the kids, everybody.
Give him some good bud and introduce him to,
Exactly.
Some good music, bring some good beer.
But until then, I have to work under the assumption that that ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen today, and tomorrow's not looking real good either.
Yeah.
So I have to continue with my life. As pitiful as that is, right? So yeah, I had the fellas come up here today. Couldn't get one of them to run those post hole diggers. That's for damn sure. 10:20 in the evening. I'm having a coffee. I'm making a fine espresso drink.
Coffee actually sounds pretty good right now. And I'm not much of a coffee person, but yeah, that does sound good.
My espresso drinks taste kind of like, well, they're kind of like hot chocolate, but taste like coffee.
Yeah.
Really delicious. I think I've got them perfected for me, I guess, but any hoot and scoot. Some people don't care for coffee, particularly in the evenings.
I think I'm going to be up all night, to be honest with you. I might take advantage of my being awake, do some laundry and some cleaning. My dishes are all backed up in the sink for the last couple of days. Should get that all cleaned up.
I do that. Wifey goes to bed early and I'll stay up late and unload like tonight, I'm probably going to try to unload the dishwasher. Like I said, I've got my little inverter, or not inverter, but battery monitor and shunt project here that I need to get done. I bet they were called real fast, MIB. Yeah, those PhDs do bring people down with those fucking facts. I hate those bastards. We talked about Kimmy's cooter bugging. I am so glad that she got a big chunk of that. And I really wished you would have gotten a big chunk of that weed. I won't bring up the fact that I tried to send you some and you sent it back.
Yeah.
I won't bring that up.
Water under the bridge.
Okay. I know. It's all good, brother. But me got through, and she has a big old fat sack of that she's enjoying for the cooter bugs, which I think is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I get decent smoke from my buddy here down the road. Decent price, and I'm not smoking so much to get high anymore. I'd rather have medicinal shit.
I have got to get a grow going. Everybody's on my ass about not having a grow, especially the wife. I need to have a grow going. Got my tent set up. She's been very good about it. Just nice as she can be about it. Um, but I need to get a grow going. It's really that simple. I've been slacking and jacking.
Yeah, maybe next year for me. Because the way that my dad had things set up, he would start indoors um, until the plants
Finish
were.
outdoors. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That's a lot of people do that. A lot of people will.
that's how he always did it.
Yep. Start indoors, but the problem with that is you're tied to the season. So you
True.
can only enjoy the sun when the sun comes.
And then you got to worry about shocking the plants from when you actually go to move them. He would basically, kind of
He's
feather
right.
them into the season. Take them outside, give them just a few hours of sun, and then move them into the garage, or back into the house over, a period of a week and get them, acclimated to being outside.
Yep.
Because if you just move them, and put them in the ground all in one day, chances are they're going to get shocked and get
Yep.
sick.
Yep. Keep them in the thing. Keep them in the bag under the sun for about a week before you put them in the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but the problem with that is you're tied to the season.
Yeah.
So you're tied to the springtime sun coming. You're tied to the upside of that is you can pull a long season out through, say, October, and then you can get those purples and blues in the buds for that long. You get that from the cold weather. And you people up in Ohio, you would have in October, you're going to have that cool evening, right? That 40
Yep.
degree, that 50 degree. That bud is going to absolutely love that cool evening if they're outside grown. And that's going to give it that purple hue, that thickness, that especially if it's an indica. Oh man, make it rich and fucking. Anyway, I'm going off now, but that's kind of the way that all works, and it sounds like your dad had that down.
Yeah, with him, yeah, he had no problem growing. I mean, sometimes certain years, like he'd only have to plant like 3 or 4 plants, and the yield off of just those was spectacular. His
Yep.
problem, he got lazy the last like 10 years that he was growing, and didn't dry and cure them properly. And they ended up tasting like shit.
Yep.
Man, the last crop that he put out was the year before he passed away. Like he harvested them probably like 4 months before he died, and it's unsmokable. Like
Oh.
I've still got 3 mason jars full of that shit, and it's like I just can't. I need to find somebody that doesn't really care. Like, oh, if it's bud, I'll smoke it, and just sell it to them bulk.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
But that is a problem. A lot of people that grow have that issue. They get all impatient. I'm not going to hold Apex up as an example, but the last plant that I think the last plant that he grew, he picked to death
yeah,
before it actually made it into flower, I believe. But people do that. It's fine. I get that. People need weed. But
yeah, we always followed the cardinal rule. When your plants are flowered and it's the time of season to start picking, you take a bud and you look at it real close under magnification, and you actually look at the trichromes and get the percentage of the ones that are still yellow compared to the ones that are milky white. And it's something like a 60-40%. between the two, I can't tell you off the top of my head right now, but that's the key time to pull the plants.
A, you're absolutely spot on. B, some of these, some of those variables people have wants for. For instance, some people will let that go past a 60-40 into a mostly amber to get that more body. For instance, if it's an indica, the more amber will give you that more body buzz.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a sativa and you take that light milky white trichome and you get that heady head buzz, head high
Mhm.
that that sativas are so famous for. So and there's a whole lot of squish in between that where people
Yeah.
have different preferences. I myself I like the sativa, and so the thing that I grow, my sour diesel, is a sativa, and I catch that at a as just as the trichomes begin to turn amber.
Gotcha.
So I keep more white, but that gives me the higher high in the sativa or in the sour diesel sativa that I'm growing. And that's just been my experience, and so that's the way I dry it. But you're dead on. You're absolutely dead on. You take one of the buds off, you catch you eyeball the trichomes, and clearly have grown weed before. Why aren't you growing? The question then becomes, why aren't you growing weed now?
Yeah, the reason I don't grow weed right now is because I got my aunt next door to deal with, and she can and she does walk around the property, whatever the fuck she wants. And she'd throw a complete hissy fit if she found a plant growing outside. So I gotta plan accordingly. There's a few places that I could do it, but
So not a fractional hissy fit, not a partial hissy fit, not
no,
a
you do full
suspended
grown.
hissy fit. You're
You
talking about a
know,
full blown, 100% off the rails grandma hissy fit.
yeah,
Wow.
full. Yeah, that was one of the first things that she told me after my dad died, and me and my sister and her were, making the arrangements of how, we wanted to continue on and everything. She's like, I don't ever want to catch you growing dope over here. She went into it, and I'm like, okay. Oh. I might be able to get away doing a full indoor grow in that small little room that he used to start his plants in. Um, I would have to do a small setup, like a screen of green, scrogging it. Maybe get like 6 to 8 plants in there, and get them going vegetatively for just like a month or so before I trip the lights and set them to flower and do it that way. But I would have to finish the ventilation system that he had started on but never got around to finishing. I'd have to find a way to use squirrel cage fans and ventilate, those cheap ventilation ducts to move the air out of there and pump it out of a window. I don't know.
You know what? No, you're absolutely on point, brother. And I have done less than that with less. Well, not yeah, with less. Um, I bought the squirrel cage. I own the squirrel cage fans, the filters, the lights, the tent. Um, I've done the grow inside, as it sounds like you've done the grow inside, and all of my stuff is always scrogged. So because I use those felt 3-gallon felt planter pots with handles on
Yeah.
them. And so I can use paper clips, or as a matter of fact, those big binder paper clips. I went to the Home Depot, and that's what I use. And I tie little pipe cleaners to that and to the leaf, and pull the leaf down, pull the branch down and spread it out, and try to get as much light as I can to that center chewy goodness of the plant. So you clearly know what scrogging's all about.
Yeah.
But I'm right there with you. That's the way mine's going to have to be, I guess. If I'm going to have to do an indoor, I'm not going to be able to do it fucking 102 degrees outside. There's no way that I can put a plant out in that. But 4 or 5 of my closest neighbors are cannabis farmers. Apparently, they're growing weed indoors, but they're just opening the roof. They've all got these really cool greenhouses that it's white plastic everywhere except for the roof. The roof opens up and lets the sun in. At least, during the day when I'm passing it, I always see the roof opened up. I never see the roof closed up.
Yeah, and I gotta imagine that your environment out there, being in the desert, for people that are doing grow ops like that, you probably don't have to deal with much, insect infestation.
No. The heat and low humidity, 16%, 15% humidity, 10% sometimes, 11% humidity. Around here there's some flies, but infestation on the weed, I can't fathom that it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Too hot. And it's not like, I don't know. I can't speak with authority because I haven't grown out here yet. I need to start something going. I do. Wife's right. She keeps telling me, why haven't you started to grow? Why don't you have a grow going? And I still, my weed, if I go to the dispensary, as cheap as the dispensary is, my weed is still a $400 a month habit. So if I haven't started to grow, and I'm losing money. It's really just that simple.
Well, the amount that I smoke is significantly less than what I used to smoke. So if I was to do a grow op, I would say at least half my crop I'd be selling. Make a little extra money.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I envision a lifetime of me growing weed and selling on the gray market, so to speak. Neighbors. As a matter of fact, I met 2 of our farmer neighbors today, and they're like, backhoe work if you need it, that's great, no problem. And they're both connoisseurs, is what he said. Wonderful. That's the kind of people I need to know, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't be a problem for me selling.
Yeah.
I got 2 sources that I could easily sell to with no problems. No, they're very, very close friends, so I ain't got to worry about.
If you were to do it right, you could sell to probably a half a dozen people in the chat. Discreetly.
Yeah.
Profitably. I'm serious. I'm not joking. If you've got a nice grow op going, you could have a steady, what they call that, a a perpetual grow going
Yeah.
on. You don't need huge. You don't need 10 plants. You don't need 12. You don't need 6 plants. You need 3 plants, 2 plants. If you're flowering out 2 plants, you could get, I don't know. If you were to flower out 2 plants, you could get 4 ounces per plant, end up 8 ounces, and get that same 8 ounces every 90 days. No problem.
Yep. Just all about timing.
And it's all about timing. You're right. It's going to take a little work. I mean, nothing worth the fuck. You know as well as I do, nothing worth the fuck is easy, cheap, or free anymore, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have a grow on. I will. As soon as I can get it. I should be doing it now.
I tell you
got the
this
la-
much.
Go ahead.
If I didn't have my aunt to worry about, there'd be fucking weed all over my property. Because like I've got so many spots over here that I could do it where if anybody was to walk around my farm, they wouldn't notice it. Not that a lot of people walk around the farm, but I got the farmer that rents the field and a couple neighbors that are over every once in a while. They'd never see it, and if they did, 9 out of 10 of them wouldn't have a problem with it.
And that's what I keep hearing from you, that you're on the farm, you're out in the country, your neighbors are cool, they don't come around. Fuck yeah, that's the way you want it. And if you could get a grow on going out there, then that's even better. Indoor grows work, brother. Telling you.
Well, I was given thought years back. All right. Along the southern edge of my property is a drainage creek.
Right.
And on the opposite side of it, there is a housing development. And back along one section of that, part of the housing development has a retention basin, for all the water runoff that, comes out of the people's yards and stuff. And that basin is tied into the creek. And it butts up against the property line for a good 500-600 feet in one spot. And
okay,
it's not all of the retention basin. There's like a lawn around it and a little bit of basically about the size of one of the parcels of land for one of them houses that never got built. It's just like an overgrown field and bushes.
Yep.
I don't think anybody that lives back there ever goes back into that area. I could probably put some stuff over there and see what they have. I'd probably get a crop out there. It's like not my property, so unless I leave evidence of me crossing over, they ain't gonna find out who grew it.
And that's absolutely true. I hate trusting my weed and grow to anonymity or ambiguity. Obfuscation is what we call that in the security realm. I hate it. I'd much rather have a more secure setup and solution.
I've had a couple people that I know that were doing that here in my town years back, and they both ended up getting busted because of asshole local kids running around trespassing, and then they found the grow, and then the next night they come back and they steal half your crop and trash the rest of it. Just being stupid idiots.
Being kids. So if you're going to have a grow, keep it off of your property. First and foremost, you're absolutely right there.
Yeah, one guy, man, he got busted because some kids found his spot, and they stole a little bit of it. Then they fucking caught. I guess one of the kids got caught by his parents. Where did you get this shit?
Of course,
they ratted him out, and the fucking sheriffs came over, raided his property. They found something like 90 mature plants outside in the dude's yard. And then they found like 600 clones going on the inside of the house. So yeah, and that
Oh
guy,
my God.
yeah, it was
Oh my
big.
God.
So this guy, he ended up with a slap on the wrist. He got like
Really?
oh, well, here's the deal. He ended up with just like a second degree misdemeanor, some bullshit thing. He had to do like 2 weeks in county jail or some shit like that, where he
Yeah.
was looking at like 10 years plus.
Yes.
He ratted out every fucking person that he knew in the county, to the cops that was
Oh
involved. Like
no.
this dude, he don't live around here no more. I think he moved out of state
Yeah, I
because,
guess not.
he had the fucking uh
Oh
all them growers
man.
were out, they were out for blood.
Oh
So
God, that sucks.
I would never snitch anybody out like that. Oh
Well, imagine. I mean, if you're the grower of choice around, sounds like dude's got quite a few plants and quite an op going on there. If you're the grower of choice around, you know all the weed dealers.
yeah,
Why? Because you're supplying them.
yep,
So you're gonna roll on all the weed dealers. That's the worst.
yeah,
That's fucking horrible.
yeah. That was like over 10 years ago.
Well, the state of Nevada lets us have 6 per person. So between me and the wife, we can have 12.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, I can make a perpetual grow out of that. No problem whatsoever.
mm-hmm.
I can set it up to where I'll have a 3-3 or a 4-4 and a 4 thing, or a 4-8 and a 12 thing, or pick the strong ones and call the rest of them thing. But carrying 4 to 6 plants through every 90 days, piece of cake.
Yeah,
And if it's legal and anything over that is illegal, then that's good motivation for me to keep it small.
uh-huh.
Because my last grow was getting kind of out of hand. I was doing, well, I like this, so let's do 3 of those. I like this, let's do 4 of those. I like this, let's do 3 of those. So next thing you know, you got fucking 20 plants growing of 5 different strains and all trying to get different nutrients. And
Yeah,
anyway, don't make me fuck. But you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So
It's
it's
just a
more of a
perpetual
pain.
headache. Yeah,
Right. So if I can keep that down to 1 strain, 2 strains, and to a smaller amount or number, I'm going to make it a lot easier, make the grow up a lot easier. Make it easier to keep clones out of, to keep clones of, and start new. I don't want to breed, but I could start new lines.
oh, if I had the time and the effort, and like it was always my plan that I would retire, and one of my hobbies would be to start breeding,
Yeah.
because I've had some interesting ideas about it for a long time, and I've got one of the best resources on how to do it. I've got this great book. It's basically a college course. That's how in depth the material is on how to breed good
Yep.
weed.
There are some really, really good books on it, on how to do it. There are big, thick, fucking 8x10 color photo glossy, kind of beautiful, very in depth, written by people with hundreds of years of experience.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And the guys that read those books are the YouTube guys that I watch. And they show me how to do it in 15 minutes on YouTube.
Surprisingly, that's one of the things that I don't really go to on YouTube is weed growing people.
I don't want to say that I go to a weed growing people. I don't. I go on YouTube, I go to people I need to learn something from.
Yeah.
So and I don't go to YouTube weed people anymore, but when I started to learn how to grow weed, there were one or two or three guys out there that were doing it good, really good. There was a Canadian kid that was in the greater Toronto area that was just killing it, crushing it. There was So Flow Grow, as a matter of fact, in southern Florida, that was also growing weed and showing us all how to grow weed. And there's a whole shit ton of guys out of Michigan that were showing us how to grow weed. I went up and met a lot of those guys. As a matter of fact, me and the wife took the RV up there one year, up to Alpena, for a weed festival. What the fuck was it? Hold on. Go
That's
ahead.
way out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Fucking nowhere, ain't it? Exactly. Exactly. Right up there on the tip of Michigan, on the lake. It was beautiful, though. Absolutely fucking gorgeous.
There used to be an Air Force base right out there. There was a couple on the coast on that side.
I bet that's some cold motherfucker
In the winter,
when the winter comes. Cannapalooza was the name of the festival, just south of Alpena.
Yeah.
Me and the wife went up there, met a bunch of those Michigan guys, had a great time, learned so much about growing weed. So no, I don't watch YouTube weed growers now, but they originally taught me how to grow weed. YouTube's taught me how to do a lot of stuff. Fast, easy, quick. A lot of the solar stuff that I'm getting from YouTube. Most of it, as a matter of fact. Fire in a bowl, boys and girls. Smoke them if you got them. Uncle Don says, hey, checking it, kicking it for a Friday. Listening to the weed talks. Yeah, it's weed talk. It's Weed Talk Friday. Weed talk, weed talk, weed talk.
Yeah, it's like I think at one point when I did start looking up weed shit on YouTube, probably like 8 years ago. I got turned off mostly because like the people that I was finding on there, yeah, they would show you the grow and everything, but as they were doing their video, they're all getting high. So like halfway through the video, they're so stoned that they can't even talk. I mean, it was just awful production to begin with, and that just kind of turned me off.
I tell you what, the one guy I watched in Toronto, let me see if I can find his deal, but he's a YouTube guy. He was wonderful. His production quality was phenomenal. But he would only come out with a video on Sunday morning. He would only have a video, 15 minutes worth of video drop on a Sunday morning. I would wait for it diligently. And when it would drop, I would I would scoop it right up. Hold on, let me see if I can find him.
Nah.
Fa la 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 la. What was his deal? So I found him when I was on the sausage gravy biscuits. So he will be under my subscriptions as sausage gravy and biscuits. Come on now. So let's see. How do you spell cannabis? CANNABIS.
And
And
yeah, two N's. ABIS.
ABS? No, IS.
IS.
Let's see. Grow. Canada. Dude was Canadian, did I mention?
Yeah.
What was his name? Hmm. Mr. Canuck Grows.
All right. Just MR or Mr. spelled out.
Let me throw a link up here. Private chat.
That.
Mr. MR dot Canucks space
Gotcha.
grow. Craft grow guides. Great production quality, wonderful everything. I just absolutely great everything. I used to wait for his, like I said, Sunday morning. I used to wait for his fucking video every Sunday morning. It was worth it. Mr. Canucks Grow. Yeah. Love that guy. He's in the Toronto area somewhere. I asked him if he was in the GTA. He said, yeah. That's the best I could get out of him. Because my wife wanted to know, where does he live? Because I'd show her the videos.
Just from his picture, I think I've seen a few of his videos. He does look familiar. Kimmy's coming up.
Hey, Kim, how are yas?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to have you on the panel. Happy Friday night. Link, please. Throw the link up to Mr. Shadow Man. Stand by, Mr. Shadow. Stand
I don't like it. I have to turn.
I got it.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, out, Nikki.
Kimmy, you're breaking up really bad. You're all frozen up now.
DTA, GTA. GTA guy laugh out loud. Yeah, okay. I use the term GTA because I hear it used on CP24 all day. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite Canadian channels is CP24. There's a link right there, Shadow. Come on up. We've been trying to get you up here now for 46,000 years. Come on. Come on. So I told you I found this this IPTV streaming service, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like $90 a month for 10,000 channels. Kimmy, how are ya?
Oh, I dropped out. It tried
Yeah,
to
you're
freeze
all
up on.
froze up. Yep, it happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Love your glasses.
Thank you. I don't need them on now since I'm up on the screen. I need them to be able to read chat. I'm doing good. I had to go to the hospital last night, yesterday, day before.
Uh,
I had to go to the hospital. I didn't have
why?
to stay overnight this time. I just had to go. Because the last time I went to the hospital, I was so bad dehydrated that it kept me for 2 days. And they stopped all my water pills.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So
You took all
this
your water pills.
Yep, they stopped them all. So
See,
I
I can't do that.
swelled up with water.
I have water pills that I have to have because I have to pee because I got to get rid of all this water. If not, I'll swell up like like a balloon.
Yep, my feet swell up, and then it starts going up my legs.
I tell you what, I have been on Jardiance, which is a type 2 diabetes drug, and
Yeah,
that drug has helped me lose, or that drug has lost 100 pounds for me.
wow.
I've lost 100 pounds on that drug.
Man,
Chicken neck. right? I got this I got flying skin everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
How long did it take you to drop that much weight?
about 7 months.
Okay.
And I didn't do anything special. I just got the one thing that I have found with my type 2 diabetes is if I can keep my blood sugar normal, the weight falls off of me. I don't stay fat. If I can
Right.
keep my blood sugar good, the weight goes away. It just goes away.
Okay. So now
And that's
I've
what
been doing pretty quickly on my blood sugars.
and that's what the Jardiance does is no matter what you eat, it keeps your blood sugar down around 110. Fucking amazing.
Yeah. Now I've been doing really good. I've been down to the 90s and think a couple times I was down to 70.
Wow.
And that's coming from I was up in 200s and 300s.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And if your stuff stays up there, baby, you will get hurt.
Yep. So I
I
got
feel you.
it
I do.
down.
Yep.
And
Yeah, you got to
that's
keep that
just
blood
been
sugar down.
2 years, 2 3 years that I've had the blood sugar
Okay.
bad. Because before I was always on the borderline.
Well, using the metformin and the glipizide didn't work for me, so I had to go to the Jardiance. Now I moved from the Jardiance. I'm still taking the Jardiance, but now there's the Farxiga, which apparently is even better Jardiance type drug. Um, and I take both of those now, and my blood sugar stays around 110, and I'm real pleased with that.
That's good.
And that doesn't, no matter what it stays around 110 no matter what I eat. I can have coffee, I can have soda, I can have whatever I want to eat, and it still stays around 110. It's amazing.
Good. Now, what I've been doing is doing a lot of cinnamon.
Yeah, Wizard recommends that.
Yep.
I can't do it because cinnamon gives me terrible heartburn.
I've also heard cumin works really well.
Yeah, and turmeric. Yeah.
I'm gonna think if I got any of that, and I have.
We don't need to talk about diabetes on a Friday night.
But yeah, so but that's the reason why I ended up in the hospital this last time was because I swelled up since he took all the water pills away. But
I'm sorry to hear that, Kimmy. I hope you feel better.
yeah, I
You look
do.
good.
They gave me 2 of the pills back. They put me back on 2 of them. because I was on 4 different water pills, but at least I got 2 of them back where I already dropped 10 pounds of nothing but water in the last
Do any
24 hours.
do any of your water pills sound like Formoside?
No,
Okay. We all qualified up in this bitch. Yes, we are, baby. Grab a link and come on up. Let's get even more qualified.
at least tonight I can see panel.
See who?
Last couple times I've been on when I've been trying out during the camper, all I could see was myself when I got up here. I couldn't see nothing else. And you're right, Canoes. Out here, the picture for me is a lot clearer.
Yeah.
If I would have known, if I would have realized that the my tablet worked out this far out from the house, I would have been out filming things.
Okay, hold on for a second. I'm going to run down to the building and see what the battery power is.
Uh,
All right. Is Jason still in chat?
I think so.
Get your pucker, Jason. I can't see chat no more.
It's kind of quiet. Jason, go get him, and Shadow, I think, are the only ones left.
Oh, hello, chat. It's nice and cool out here in the camp.
Yeah, it's cooling down nice here too. It's 70.
It's been so perfect for Joey to at least be able to stay a night or so out here. I'm not sure if he ever did sleep in here.
Oh, you in the trailer?
Yeah, in Joey's camper.
Gotcha.
So I said the other night when I tried typing it that I was in Joey's camper, and then I said, well, I guess it's mine now. When he bought it, he was told that it was all ready to move straight in it. Then once he went to come in, took us almost a month and a half to clean the crap out of here that was in here. Trash. And then realized that they wasn't. It was supposed to have a refrigerator and everything in it. And we realized there wasn't no refrigerator. Somebody ripped it out. So there was supposed to be a microwave already in here too, and there wasn't no microwave, no coffee pot. So Joey had to go out and buy all that. He bought everything before he died. And he was trying real hard to move into here. He wanted to live in here. Then the roof leaked. Wasn't supposed to leak. It was ready to move into. It was slowly, with all his problems and all of Ryan's problems, they was slowly fixing it to where he could move into it. But it's a great getaway place for me to get away from the dogs and the kids.
Yeah. Little refuge.
Come out here and get cooter bug high and ain't got sharing them with the kids.
Speaking of which, it's 20 past, so smoke them if you got them. Fire in the bowl.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, I did the packet already.
I've been smoking old roaches for the last couple of days. Still pretty good. Oh, and she fell out. I think her being in the camper, it's a little too far away from wherever her router is in the house. That might be why.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Done filling the kids' water dish. And they're getting their thing on. The building battery is not nearly as low as I thought it would be.
Hey, you're
Mhm.
taking fire prevention seriously over there. I hope. Like you got alarms and extinguishers out there. I hope.
Hmm. So, fire prevention, seriously, yes. Uh,
Gotcha.
Making sure there is an extinguisher next to both the battery and the charger, yes.
Cool.
Making sure everything's UL and connected according to plan and book and usage, yes.
Cool.
Um, to be clear, the battery sits out in the building, right? So all of this is 150 feet from the house.
Yeah.
So there's the whole thing could go up in smoke tomorrow. I'd make an insurance claim and continue on. It wouldn't bother the house. But yes, I am taking the battery and the possibility of its internal combustion very seriously. I am.
Cool.
Because quite frankly, I've heard the same horror stories probably that you have. But the utility of the lithium iron phosphate, you simply can't deny it,
Yeah.
particularly in these big battery banks like this.
I was wondering if you had like some kind of wireless smoke detector that would like send a message to the house or your phone if you got a detector inside the shed that catches fire.
So let me see if I can share a screen. Let's see which one. This is my dashboard screen. I don't know which one that is. Hold on. Bear with me for a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's my inverter. That's the wireless monitoring of my inverter.
Okay.
Let me slide that down here and show you the battery and the charge and the various other controls thereof. Again, all this is a SSL, secured interface. What are you doing,
Mm-hmm.
Curtis? Password protected, blah blah blah, encrypted, blah. Um, so I can watch the status and the charge of the battery uh, from the web pretty continuously. On top of that, I can go to the bottom here, and I have three of the inverters are available to do. I think there's 28 different settings that I can do within the inverter. Um, Voltages, currents, notifications, restarts.
Gotcha.
Um, I, no, none of this is fire, but this gives me a really incredibly granular view of what the inverter's putting into the battery and what the battery's pulling off of the inverter, if that makes sense, and what the PV panels are using for power. So if you look there at that top graph, you'll see that the red shit is the load and the blue stuff is the solar power. And knowing that, you can then begin to understand when the best time to charge the battery is, when the best time to run the miners are, when the best time to run the air conditioner is, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
The graphs make the analysis a little easier, but you still have to do, you still have to know when the best time is to do your thing, whatever your thing is. So, am I managing the fire suppression unit in the building? No, I'm not. But do I have a good keen eye on the batteries in the building? Yes, I do, very much.
Cool. Because I know they make smoke detectors that you can buy that will send a message to your cell phone, if the detector goes off, just to give you a warning that something's up.
Yep. And I'll probably and you've seen the video, so I have a 24/7 live video stream on that.
Yeah.
That I watch both on my phone and on the wife watches on TV. It's kind of funny. I think she enjoys me going down to the shed so she can see me versus being in my office where there's no camera. But that's cool. We all qualified up in this biatch.
I think I'm good for one more.
All right, let's have one more. And if Jason doesn't jump up here or Kimmy doesn't get her, internet connection going, then we'll go ahead and we'll call it a night. It's 11:30 on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's 2:30 here.
And we'll go ahead and do our thing. What is it? Yeah, 11:29. Fire in the bowl, boys and girls. Fire in the motherfucking bowl.
Puff, puff, pass.
Yeah, for those of you out there that are thinking about a business relationship with the USAA group, I would highly recommend you rethink that because they have nobody but their own money grubbing. What's the word I'm looking for? Woke shithole ideals in mind. And if you don't meet them, then they don't want to do business with you. So be advised. That's all. Just a tip from your Uncle Don. Let me finish this thing. But that's okay because there's hundreds of other money grubbing banks out there that want your business worse than they do. So it's easy to replace them. All right. That's all I got, brother. There's Kimmy.
I can't lay back. I can't move that much. Oh.
Yeah, she all froze up again.
Freezy screens.
I think she's out. She's out in her camper. I think she's too far away from her router in the house.
She's probably just on the edge.
Yeah.
Just on the edge. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, still frozen, Kim.
Can't get her in.
Yeah, Kimmy, can you hear us?
No. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I couldn't.
And she gone.
And there she goes. Yeah, she's probably on the edge of her connection envelope. And she's getting connected, and then somebody starts a microwave or something like that, and then bang. What do you think, brother? You want to hold on to it, give her a try,
Yeah,
or
I think it's time.
okay?
I think I'm gonna start some chores and make something to eat.
Roger that. I'm going to take this time to read up and probably go down and install this this battery monitor, which I'm pretty excited about actually. So hopefully I'll have something for you on tomorrow night's broadcast.
Yeah, Kimmy, we're gonna shut things down.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a little late.
I figured out what when I was doing the camera and talking. Evidently, it was trying to pull in too much power from the house.
Ah,
That's
All
cool,
right.
Jason. Not a problem. Thank you, Kimmy. Gonna slip on off of here and
Thank-
have another evening. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Don. You make my
Yep.
nights great.
Nah. Thank you, Kimmy.
You're welcome.
You all take care. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Take care, everyone.